Hey guys, it is Kenya and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I was inspired to make this video because I posted a video on my other YouTube channel where I was talking about how this year has been a weird year, how I've been, doing a lot of introspection and just trying to heal from childhood traumas. As an adult, childhood traumas still affect me to this day. And people really need to stop telling people to get over things that happened in their childhood. Like, you're older, your life is yours, take it back, because it's not that easy. Like, stop doing that to people. I'm not one to wallow in misery and be sad. I'm going to always try to make the best of all situations. I don't want to go around spreading my problems around to different people and things of that nature. I feel like that's what a therapist is for. So you have health insurance. Do yourself a favor. Go see a therapist. Get all that off your chest once or twice a week. This way you don't have to dump any of that on anybody else, Now, with that mentality, get over it. You're an adult now. The past is the past, Take back your life. I tried that approach. I tried that whole approach of I'm not dealing with this anymore. It's my life. And when I was about 28, I separated myself from my dad and my grandma because they were very toxic people, narcissists to be exact. And I said to myself, I'm an adult. I want to live my life as an adult. So I said to myself, as a child, I had to put up with this mess. I didn't have a choice. But now that I'm an adult, I want to be happy. I'm going to live the rest of my life in happiness and in peace. And so I buried those childhood traumas deep inside, try so hard to forget about it. But the thing is, when you don't talk about it, that, trauma, it just seeps and it festers and it manifests into something way bigger, and it's like, we need to talk about it, because how do you heal if you don't talk about what the problem is, acknowledge what the problem is? So yes, I've been doing a lot of introspection and I just feel like it's okay. Like, some days I may not have a good day. I might need, to be alone with myself. It's okay. I might not be in a mood to be around people because I'm dealing with something internally. But to tell me, get over it, like, that does nothing for me. It does not help me. It does not make me want to get over it. It doesn't do anything for me. It just makes me more mad, which is doing more hurt than good. So if you have a friend and they have bad days, the best thing that you can do for your friend is give them some words of encouragement. Hey girl, hey, don't worry about it. Everything's gonna work itself out. You're a great person. Don't worry about it. But to just be like, oh, that is so old. Like, really, you need to get over it. Like, you lived in the past. Because if it was that easy, then people would get over it. Who wants to keep reliving childhood traumas or having childhood traumas affect them? Nobody. So be encouraging or just don't say anything at all. And, over the past few years, I've really been delving into my spirituality again. Because I was really, like I said in one of my other videos, I was introduced to this whole spiritual world at the age of 15. And I really started to get into it, started to meditate, just get my life in order and just heal so I could be a better person, and just acknowledging my flaws and my faults so that I could be a better person. Because when you recognize your faults and your flaws, like, that is a part of growing, because we as people don't want to believe that we have faults and flaws of our own. We have character flaws that may not be so great, So yeah, we need to just stop telling people to get over things, And a lot of my childhood traumas have affected, I realize, the way I am as an adult. I am, especially my romantic relationships, I'm very guarded, and I always have like this poker face thing on, and it always seems like I don't care about anything. And I'm kind of hard and calloused because of how defensive I always had to be as a child to protect myself and to protect my energy and to protect my space. And I noticed as a woman, that's not that attractive to men when I think about it on a grand scheme of things. And my ex used to always say, I love you. And I would go, okay. And he go, do you love me too? I go, yes. And he goes, say it. And I literally could not say it because it's not something that I heard often growing up. My mom would tell me she loved me all the time when I would see her. But the people that I lived in a house with, my dad and my grandma, I never really heard those words or any kind words. So I felt like if I make myself vulnerable by saying I love you, it would open up, it would make this person feel like I'm a target and they could mistreat me, when was probably not even the case. So had I dealt with these traumas, by talking about it and being allowed to express myself, because my dad always says when I bring up things, I'm causing trouble. I always got issues. It's like he shifts everything onto me so that he doesn't have to take any responsibility for me feeling the way I feel. So me always feeling like things are my fault all the time and I'm the problem, which technically I wasn't, and therefore when I'm trying to express myself to my dad, instead of just talking to me so that I can unload some of this childhood trauma and stop living in pain, he would just basically tell me, yeah, get the hell out of here, get over it, basically beat it. It wasn't helpful because it really, as an adult, the way it shaped me, it wasn't good. On the exterior, I'm a very tough person because I just don't want to give people any reasons or a chance to want to mistreat me because they feel like I'm weak in any sort of way. Had my emotional needs been met, I would be softer, as a woman, I would say. And I'm not saying the way I am, oh my gosh, it's my dad's fault, like it's my grandma's fault. But what I'm saying is, when you grow up with narcissist parents, it does a lot to your self-esteem. It does a lot to you emotionally. And because my emotional needs weren't met as a child, it seeps over into my adulthood. And when people are trying to meet my emotional needs, I don't even know how to accept it. And that's not good, because when somebody is showing you love, they're trying to show you that they care for you. You're supposed to receive it. You're supposed to accept it. And that's something I couldn't do. And it's sort of like rejection for the other person. But I'm not rejecting them. I don't know how to express that side of me, that part of me, And it stems from childhood traumas. And that's what I'm learning now, later in life, looking back on how I've gotten to this point. That's what I recognized about myself. So just let people deal with their childhood traumas the best way that they can without saying get over it, because that does nothing. It makes them feel worse on the inside, put it like that their personality is making people feel like, ugh. So I want to suggest that if you are having childhood traumas, you spread your business around, spread your problems around. However, I highly seek that you channel that energy into something else. And I mentioned in another video that I'm a writer. I love to write. I love to read books. That's how I channel my energy. I like to create YouTube videos. I like to make them as creative as possible. I like to take photos. I like to post them on a gram. Think of creative ways to take photos and creative places to take a photo to make the photo pop. So that's how I channel my energy. Find some way to channel your energy and go to therapy. That's it. Until you get whatever it is you got worked out. Until you can get whatever it is that's going on in you worked out, So that's all I have to say on that. So if you have anything to add to this topic, put it in the comment section. I'd love to interact with you guys in the comments or whatever. And I hope that this video helps somebody, even if it only helped one person, and you watch this video and you're feeling like, girl, yes, or you have a cousin who's going through something and you haven't been the greatest friend or greatest cousin to your cousin or your boyfriend or your girlfriend. And you're thinking like, you know what? Next time I'm just going to give them a few words of encouragement and keep it pushing. Because a lot of times all we need is some words of encouragement, some positive talk to get us out of the funk that we're in. And me personally, I'm going to speak for myself. I will totally forget about why I was in a sour mood in the first place. I would sort of not even stop. I would stop thinking about, these traumas or whatever it is I'm going for momentarily. So that's all you got to do, and just be patient. So I just wanted to put that out there, because we live in a society where everybody is telling everybody to get over it. It's like you can't even be broken. Like you're not even allowed time to heal, or to heal in a way that you want to, because it's not acceptable to go around being sad all the time, which it's not. I don't recommend you going moping around. Like that ain't the business. But when you're not even allowed to have a moment of weakness, it's just, I don't know, it's just the society we live in. It's crazy. So let me get on up out of here. You guys take care and be nice to people. Toodles.